Slainte and welcome to another episode of the Crafty Beer channel. Isn't it nice? I'm back in my backyard relaxing. Look, the last few videos have been out and about and that's fun and all, but it's a lot of effort. This nice, peaceful, hot day, sitting in the backyard, no one's annoying me. Couldn't beat it, could you? Now, what do I have for you today? I think I'm going to have to set the scene before I tell you what we have, although you've probably read the thumbnail anyway. Okay, let's set the scene. You've had a big week at work. Oh my God, it's Friday afternoon. You've switched off the computer, walked off site, whatever you've done, and you've gone, that's it. I need to go on the rip. I'm done. Now, you and the partner, the better half, you're all ready to go. Go and get ready. Wife comes in, goes, you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Let's go. Right, you're driving. Oh, heartbroken. What do you do? Well, I think you've only got two options, really. Option one is you go, yes, sweetheart, I'm sure you've worked just as hard as I have this week, so no problem. You can get drunk and I'll just watch it while I drive us there and back. Or option two, which is my preferred option, is run quickly to the fridge, grab as many beers out as you can, start sculling, get too drunk to drive. Now, I would love that option, but I can tell you that knowing my wife, she would already have done option two and already too late for me. So we're stuck. Option one, I'm driving. Great. Now, you don't want to look like a complete loser standing in the pub with your wee glass of water or even worse, a cup of Coke here, and you're going, it's a whiskey, I swear, right? Now, this is where the video comes in. Apparently, all the young ones these days, they're loving this non-alcoholic stuff. So, let's give it a go. I've picked out 4 non-alcoholic beers. They're in the esky here because it's stinking hot, 32 degrees here. And just on a side note, about a week ago I was in 4 degrees in Ireland, so 32 degrees, thank you very much, welcome back. But back to the beers, I've got 4 in the esky here. We'll go through them. I could have done 20. There's no alcohol in them, so who cares? I'm staying sober. But I thought, let me see if I can find any out there. And, maybe next time when you go to the pub, you mightn't look so much like a loser standing with a beer when nobody knows that it's actually got no alcohol in it. 2 of the beers that I have here were gifts from friend of the channel, Luke. And I'm going to say, I'm not 100% convinced they were gifts. I think he was offloading on me, but we're going to find out. Full disclosure, I have tried a couple of non-alcoholic beers in my life. Friend of the channel, Mick, recommended one to me. He almost became not friend of the channel, Mick. Disgusting. And last year in Italy, there was a little bit of a communication problem with the Italian lady who didn't speak Irish English, and she ended up giving me a disgusting beer, and I said, this must be either I don't know how these guys are brewing, or this must be non-alcoholic. And I found out later that night that was definitely a non-alcoholic beer. So I don't have a good experience with them, but I'm always willing to give things a go. So without further ado, let's get on with it. We'll crack open the first beer. Now, what have we got in the esky? Oh yeah. So this is the one that Mick tried to offend me with. There you go, heaps normal, and it is not. But we will give it a go. What have we got? It says cold beer. Well, it is cold, I'll give you that. Delicious, refreshing, non-alcoholic beer. Like, why? Why would you want to do that? Although it does say quiet XPA and less than 0.5% ABV. That's cheating. That's still some alcohol. So there's hope for us. Let's give it a go. I'm not even going to read it. I can't not read a can. A delicious and refreshing beer. Tropical and citrus aroma with a lingering and unmistakably beery finish. Unfiltered with balanced bitterness and a supple malt sweetness, reminiscent of your old pals. I'll tell you what, you wouldn't want to be drunk reading that there because, whew, that was a hard read. Okay, so this is the one that Mick got me to drink a few years ago and I was disgusted. Surely, they're still brewing it. Surely it's gotten better. Let's have a go. It made it psst like a proper beer anyway. It's pouring like a proper beer. There you go, and I'm pouring it badly like I normally do. There we go, there we go. There we go. Oh, do you know what? Whilst we have a wee look, I forgot to introduce you to my helper today. Now, there you go. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? It actually looks Looks like a normal beer, doesn't it? Before I get into smelling and all that stuff, I've got to introduce my assistant here. This is Mr. Bucket, or Bouquet, depending on whereabouts in the world you are. And he is going to drink any of these non-alcoholic beers that I couldn't be bothered drinking. So let's see how we go. Will he be full? I bet you he will, but we'll give it a go anyway, we'll see. Looking good. Good carbonation there. I like it. Head retention, that's actually better than pretty much every beer I've poured so far. So well done on Heaps Normal. Who are you from anyway? I don't know who it's from. Is that the name of the brewery? Don't know. Good nose on it. Yep, tropical, fruity. Okay, let's give it a go. I am thirsty. It has been a long Friday, I can tell you. Oh my God. I'm actually almost speechless. I'm not going to drink it all because there's just too much liquid, but wow, okay. Damn you. I was fully expecting to chuck you in there. I had it all planned. You were going into the bucket and it was going to be funny, but oh man, that's all right. I could drink that now. Look, there's not a lot going on with it, but as I say, it's 32 degrees. I'm sitting out the back here. I've been sitting in aircon all day, so I am feeling it. And that's not atrocious. I was expecting that to be absolutely awful. Have an taste. The more you drink into it, there's a little bit of a twang, but honestly, that's not bad. Okay, well done. Damn it, you have ruined my video. I was expecting it to be an absolute disaster. Oh, right, okay, well done. That's a win for the first one. We'll put you aside. Let's get number 2 out. Now, number 2 is the first one that Luke dumped on me. He didn't like it, I know it. Don't you lie, Luke. I know you didn't like it. All right, what have we got? This is from Batch Brewing down in Marrickville. Non-alcoholic pale ale, 0%. Ah, you see, I think this is where this one's winning. It has between 0 and 0.5, so yeah, that's probably what it is. Anyway, Dezo's Gold. There's the can. Looks pretty cool. And what are we talking about here? Slight malt sweetness supported by citrus and tropical fruit aroma. Hop aroma, sorry. Light and refreshing. There you go. Okay. Let's give it a go. Damn you. Okay. I only brought out 2 glasses. I wasn't expecting to be using any more than that. Okay, let's pour. See it again. Looking good. And they're all going for that sort of pale ale, lagery type look. Light. God, look at that there. The carbonation's flying on it too. Let's see if we can get that can in there. There we go. Yep. All right, now this one, that one's a bit darker. Oh, look at that one. He's a bit more orange, isn't he? Look at it. That one's a bit more straw. That one's a bit more orange. Very good. Looks good. Oh, that one doesn't smell as good. Oh, that does not smell as good. Slight malt sweetness. Yeah, definitely. It definitely has the malt, and I'm not getting any citrus, just the malt. All right, get into it, Dean. Be quiet. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Yeah. Rubbish. Here you go, Mr. Bucket. Enjoy. Absolute rubbish. That was terrible. We'll just give her a wee rinse. There you go. That's the proper stuff, isn't it? Ugh. No. Do you know what? That was what I was expecting from a non-alcoholic beer. That's literally like flavoured water. And not flavoured nicely. Oh, there's more of you in there. Out you get. Go on. Into the bucket. Go away. I'm going to take a mouthful of that there just to clear my mouth. I can't believe I'm saying that. Sorry, Mick. That's not bad. I don't know what I was doing a couple of years ago. Surely they've improved it. Alrighty, so next. Alright, and look, this is a strange one. Another one of Luke's cast-offs. The hip hop. Oh, good God. The hip hop. I'm not even drinking. There we go. The hip hop. There you go. What are you? Citrus banger. Hop infused sparkling. This isn't even pretending to be a zero. Look, this isn't a non-alcoholic beer. This is hop infused sparkling water. What is that? And there's more rhymes on the back. And this is from batch again. So you've obviously gone into batch, asked them what they've got for non-alcohol and 0 calories, and they've dumped this stuff on you. I hope you didn't pay full price. Hop water flowing. It's time to rise. No booze here. Just a nah, whatever. Rubbish. Let's get into it. Hop water. Now, what that makes me think of, if any of you have homebrewed before, you can make a little sort of hop tea that you can put into your brew, and you'd put it in after you've done your fermentation and everything, and it would just give a little bit of aroma and flavour, but no bitterness. So that was what I'm sort of thinking there. But then the sparkling water thing's thrown me. Now look at that. That you know, this is close to the bucket already. This has almost gone into the bucket, but give it a go. It does actually smell like one of my little hop teas that I would make. Fine. Crap. Absolute crap. Luke, come on, man. You're better than this. Out you go. Right. That was what I expected. I don't even know what to say. I'm going to take an ass sip of this. As it warms up, it's not quite as good, but it's still actually, if you give it, look, I wouldn't go on a session on it, but it wouldn't be a session because there's no, whatever. It's not something I drink all night, to be honest, but it's definitely drinkable, definitely. Now, I kept this one to last. Let's move that glass out of the way. And I kept it for a reason, because I've been having a lot of fun with Coopers recently, and this one here is another Coopers. So I did hold, I actually was expecting this one hopefully to be the only good one. So Coopers 0 says full flavoured. Let's give it a go. What do you got in the back? I'll have respect for you, Coopers. What do you say? Enjoy this refreshing, all natural, non-alcoholic beer with a crisp, clean finish on any occasion. So you're basically saying absolutely nothing about it. You're just saying there's no alcohol in it. Give it a go. See what you think. Right. Let's get into it. I'll tell you what, they're still making me a bit gassy. Excuse moi. There we go. Oh, now you're the first one that's not really getting much of the head on there. There you go. I had to bash you a bit more, didn't I? Okay, now you've come out. Now you look like the second one, I think. Can over there. Oh, admire my Slainte mug that I bought when I was back in Ireland. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, now, there you go. He looks to me, oh, fly, go away. You wouldn't want it. There you go. Looks very like the second one, but a lager. I'm going to say this is a lager. This is malty. What's it say? Brewed malt beverage. That's, yeah. Very malty. No fruitiness or hop aroma off there at all. Head's trying to escape, but I won't punish it for that. That's different. There's a lot of gas in these things. Do you know what? There's actually no real flavour to that. It's not atrocious. It's not like those two in the middle. Yeah, there's just not a lot going on, is there? No real aroma. Bye-bye. Crap. Okay. There we go. I've forced myself through 4 of them. I'm going to say that this is pretty poor. That is awful. That is more than awful. And that there, you could sneak by with that one there. That's not bad at all. Now, this one is actually available in the pubs, I believe. That's from memory. I think we were able to pick it up in the pubs. So, you know, makes sense why it's a commercial one. Yeah, I'm a little bit sick of it now. As it's warmed up, yeah, it's not really. Look, I barely would finish. If it was in a pub, I probably would have drank it a bit quicker. It wouldn't have got as warm, and maybe it would have been fully drinkable. But Mr. Bouquet, you can have that. There we go, done. Okay, I think we're going to leave it there. What have we learned? I would say, going back to the initial story, if your options are option 1, driving and drinking one of these, or option 2, getting to the fridge, man, before you finish work on the Friday, get into that fridge, get stocious, and then the partner can't do anything about it. That would be my advice. But look, if you're going to drink any of these things, maybe hop onto that one there, give it a try. I'm going to leave it at that. There's not much more to say about them. I'm glad I've done it. I'm glad it's over. I'm never doing it again. Pretty disgusting. Let's get back to the real stuff. Who doesn't want to get drunk? Come on, tell me about it. Okay, so if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. In the comments, what do you think of the 4 options that I had? Is there something that I've missed? I will say, little disclaimer, when I was in Ireland there, I tried the Zero Guinness, which is actually quite drinkable unless you drink a Guinness. And what I mean by that is, if you haven't tried a proper Guinness and then you've just drank the Zero, you can actually get away with it. It's not bad. But as soon as you have a proper Guinness and you get that creaminess, you're just like, this is terrible. And I did have a German one that my brother got because he was driving me around when I was over there. What was it? Erdinger, which is apparently the most famous one and the best one. And honestly, not for me. It was awful. I took a mouthful and I went straight back to my Guinness, not the Zero. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one. And I don't have any beer to go Slainte and Slan.